In Austin, I'm Quita Culpepper. Filing is underway for the 2026 Texas primaries. And over the weekend, candidates in local, state, and federal races began filing the paperwork to get their names on the ballot. But there's still a lot of uncertainty about what the state's congressional map will look like. A court is still weighing whether the new map Republicans passed over the summer is legal. Reporter Daniel Perot has more.
Other states, this would be a great anomaly, but here in Texas, it's par for the course.
As candidates file to run in the March primary, a 3-judge panel is still weighing if a new congressional map that favors Republicans is legal.
If I am running for office, I want this settled as soon as possible so I know what hand I'm dealt.
If the map is upheld, Texas can use it in the midterms. But if the judges strike it down, St. Edward's political science professor Brian Smith says a number of things could happen. They could kick the map back to the state legislature to make changes. The court could redraw the map itself or tell the state to use the 2021 map for the midterms.
If they don't know who their district is, they can't ask for money. They can't really go out campaigning.
Among those keeping a close eye on the court is John Lira, a Democrat planning to run in Congressional District 35. One of 5 districts Republicans want to flip in the new map.
And there's a lot of different scenarios that come into play, but I think, we continuously have discussions about what this means to us.
Lira says he's waiting until closer to the December 8th deadline to file. If the new map is rejected, he would not live in CD 35 anymore.
He's always looking for other ways to serve or continue supporting candidates that are represented as well in D.C.
A Republican who plans to run, Josh Cortez, also would not live in District 35 under the old map, but he says he's confident the courts will uphold the new one.
Whether judges decide one way or the other, we're committed to the people here locally on the ground. Our day-to-day is focused on the people of 35th District and how we can best serve them.
There's no timeline for the court's decision, leaving a cloud of uncertainty hanging over next year's elections.
We're not kind of taking any chances of, whether what could be or what could not be. We're focused on consolidating support.
What's going to happen is going to happen. We are focused on the here and now, being able to talk to the people around us, make sure their voice is heard.
That was Daniel Perot reporting. If the judges rule that the new map was not properly drawn, it's likely the filing period will be extended and the March 3rd primary could be pushed back a few months. That's what happened back in 2012 because of redistricting litigation. Whatever decision the 3-judge panel makes will likely face appeals. Here in Central Texas, some people who rely on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, are getting money again. The state has begun issuing partial payouts for November, in line with the federal government strategy, as a court battle over full payments continues. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez has been speaking with local families since SNAP funding lapsed during the government shutdown.
Nikki Gates is doing the best she can with what she has.
So I get $546 a month. That's for me and my daughter.
Gates is talking about the money she gets from SNAP. On Monday, she says she woke up to $337.
This has been a huge eye-opener to teach me not to rely on my government so much. I mean, I hate to say that, but, the one time I needed them, I feel like they failed us.
She's one of the thousands of Texans getting partial payments for November. According to Texas Health and Human Services, based on income, some SNAP recipients could get as little as $16.
It's kind of like throwing breadcrumbs and they won't complain, but that's not fair. It's not okay. It's not okay when we have the ability to do better.
While Congress has taken its first step toward reopening the government, some Texas lawmakers are still pushing back.
I'm looking at the bigger picture, but I'm also looking one by one at neighbors who will not be able to afford their health insurance and access to a physician.
Austin Congressman Lloyd Doggett says he has no faith Republicans will compromise on the Democrats' demand to extend affordable health care credits. So he plans to vote no on the bill when the House takes it up.
The government ought to be open and could be open paying people, but it should be done in connection with health care, and that there were other remedies for the problems like the sudden use of hunger as a bargaining chip.
Gates says the community has stepped up, providing groceries for her and her daughter, but believes Congress needs to do better.
The only way I've kept it together is trying to compromise with myself that it's okay to have the bare minimum, or it's okay, and It shouldn't be, though. It shouldn't be.
And that was Kelsey Sanchez reporting. A local animal shelter is at critical capacity, and they say they need help. The shelter has been taking in more pets than usual, and it needs people to adopt and foster the animals as quickly as possible. Shelter staff say these 3 dogs are at risk of being euthanized next week because of medical or behavioral challenges. And to save them, the shelter says they need to be adopted, fostered, or rescued by Tuesday. And if you can help, reach out to the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter. It's been nearly 2 weeks since a devastating hurricane pummeled the Caribbean. And Hurricane Melissa destroyed thousands of homes and killed dozens of people in Jamaica. A nonprofit with roots here in Austin is making sure people have access to clean water while they recover. Reporter Jessica Cha spoke with the founder about the work they're doing across the world.
We met Moses West back in 2017.
This is something that gives people hope.
At the time, West, a former Army Ranger, just developed a technology that makes water out of thin air.
What you see on a cold glass or a can when you're outside, that's most plentiful in the atmosphere, and the machine condenses it out.
Since then, he's taken this technology and put it into the hands of the people coast to coast.
We've had a system in Philadelphia. We've got a large system operating right now in Texas.
And now it's also in Jamaica. What a lot of these places have in common,
Severe drought, extreme weather conditions.
which is what Jamaica is going through after Hurricane Melissa tore through. The storm destroyed over 100,000 homes and killed at least 45 people.
I was hurt for the people of Jamaica because of the devastation and the damage that happened.
West says the Akapong Maroons, a tribe located in the Jamaica Highlands, bought this machine 7 months before the storm hit to prepare for it. But even that was damaged.
People can't fully understand the magnitude of these storms, and then when the container that contained the water generator toppled over.
But he says the machine is as resilient as the Jamaican people, who have fixed the machine, which is now pumping out 300 to 400 gallons of water a day.
They're making as much water as they can on solar power and storing it up, and they're getting ready to start delivering it to other people outside of their community.
With no way to stop natural disasters, West says he hopes resiliency can spread.
People are going to need a source of water. When the storm goes away, I would love to see this technology be able to pulled out of a building, turned on, and supplying 20,000 people with drinking water.
From Austin to the rest of the world, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
And West says if you'd like to help providing clean water to drink people in Jamaica, his foundation is collecting donations to create a new water generator to give to the country for free. And those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Quita Culpepper.